Okay, the session that we began with this morning was looking at what is the place of Limmud in Israel, and the other question we looked at was why several different kinds of Limmud or different places of Limmud in Israel rather than just a Limmud Israel. I'll talk a bit about what is the place of Limmud in Israel, and we looked at several different points of that as far as looking at Jewish and Israeli identity and how Limmud kind of joins between those, especially about the secular population, the division between the secular and the religious populations and their attitudes toward Jewish learning. And things that we saw that were important, we're looking at the finding neutral ground for learning, and also that many secular Israelis don't know the language of text learning. And so it's important to find a neutral place. It's important to find a basic language that all understand. What else, Leaora? There's important things. I think we came out of the session especially thinking that we need to build some kind of base or format for connections between the different Limmud groups in Israel rather than looking at one Limmud Israel.
Thank you. Okay, so that's Mary. She's from Limmud Galil. She forgot to say.
I forgot to introduce myself.
And I'm Leaora. I'm from Limmud Arava. And so I'll talk about the second point that Mary said we led in the session about, is there a place in Israel for many different Limmuds from different areas in the country? And I do believe very strongly that there is a place for each area in the country and different cities to have their own Limmud, since, I'll start from what's most natural for me, that I come from the Arava, which is about a 3-hour drive from Tel Aviv. And people in the Arava, on the whole, we are a secular community, and people say, number one, it's far away. Number two, Jewish? Ugh, that's not up my alley. And here we go, learning from Limmud International, and we learn from our big brothers, Limmud Galil, and from Limmud Oz in Australia, who are our partners, that Limmud is very, very, very general, all about Jewish stuff. And you can go so far with this word, general, and Judaism and stuff. Stuff, I think, is Clive's word. He loves to use it. And if you fit the program according to the people who live in your area, then you can attract more and more people, so that every single Limmud everywhere in the world, and especially everywhere in Israel, has its own character, its own style, its own color, its own whatever. And so yes, I think that the more Limmudim there are in the world, in the country, and in Israel, the more interesting it will be, because many more topics will come up having to do with the population living there.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks, Danny.
As far as how the session went, I think that we're looking at the sessions here at the seminar for a lot of participation from the different Limmud groups, and I think that worked out very well. That we brought up some topics, some ideas, and the conversation led to a lot of different ideas and different concepts, different questions, and I think it was a good session to begin the conference with.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Good.